Welcome back. We continue to follow this just absolutely palm-sweating breaking news right here. Looking live to Lower Manhattan in New York, where two window washers are currently trapped, dangling from the 68th or 69th floor. And you see the rescue efforts here from the New York Fire Department going on right now, Lori.
Well, you can see right here. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but apparently it looks like these New York firefighters have actually broken out the window, and they're trying to get these two men who you don't see dangling from the scaffolding, get them inside to safety. They've been this way for almost an hour and a half now, and it looks like this is the tactic that they may be taking.
Well, let's stay here for just a second, guys. If we can see these guys poke through here and make this rescue right now as they get through the glass here. Again, they are some 700 feet above the streets of Lower Manhattan as they work to rescue these two window washers who became trapped after one of their cables either snapped or failed somehow. And now they're working about trying to get these two men out of this precarious situation. Boy, take a look at all of those firefighters inside the building.
And what you don't see, actually, are the two men inside the scaffolding. Do you happen to see them? I don't see where they're located. I just see the firefighters as they're trying to break through this glass, get these guys to safety. As you mentioned, dangling 69 stories up the One World Trade Center. Certainly a bad day if one of those things snaps on you.
We've got a few angles that we've been going back and forth between here as we continue to watch this situation. Can you imagine what these two guys feel like right now that are inside, that have been trapped, as you mentioned, now an hour and a half, Lori? They'd had a couple of options they were discussing about rescuing them. Number one was sending another crew down, another set of window washing cranes there, I guess, or some sort of carrier. And then the other option was to break out the glass. So
yeah, but you can see them right now. They're continuing to figure out how they can get to these two guys. They're putting on what looks like some sort of safety apparatus, because you certainly, this would be a tricky rescue if they're going to go out to try to get these guys back inside to the building. It's just really interesting to see how they're attacking this.
That is just a wild scene to see. And it doesn't even look like it's that dangerous from this tight of an angle. But guys, they are 700 feet above the ground trying to make this daring, dramatic rescue. Again, just in Lower Manhattan, One World Trade Center. Of course, it just opened about a week or two ago. And now this happens, some sort of failure of one of those cables on that window washing apparatus there. Two men inside. They're getting these sorts of harnesses fixed up to get them back inside that building. And,
well, you can see them now, too. They apparently, it looks like they may have on those blue helmets. So there they are sitting right there waiting for these firefighters. You can imagine the conversation they're having right now. That is
not something we get to see every day here on live television, to be quite frank with you. So we're calling this as we see it right along with you. They've been up there an hour and a half, 2 hours now, and we've been talking about how they are initially at this building, One World Trade Center, dropped in from some 100 stories is where they come off of the actual roof and make their way down when they're normally doing their jobs.
Oh, there goes one
and
of them.
Here it looks like comes one of those workers right now, Lori, in the blue helmet there, middle of your screen. Looks like he'll make the move from this apparatus into the building.
You can see he takes that second step right there, takes it right into that window. Firefighters grabbing onto him, and he makes his way through. Wow, what a rescue right there. You're seeing it live on television as it happens, ladies and gentlemen.
Seamless their operation from the New York Fire Department. Now, this is only half the battle. They still have, we believe, one more worker to bring out. So what we imagine would happen here is they'll move the harness to the next worker who is just a bit up there. And they'll keep talking to him. I'm sure they're all very calm. They're trained in these types of maneuvers. I had read just a moment ago before we came out for this new newscast that the New York Fire Department, New York Police Department, the Port Authority, they're all trained in these kind of rescues with so many tall buildings in Lower Manhattan.
And it looks like they're taking that red safety harness and somehow attaching it to the person who is stranded there and getting him so that they can get him down and then able to walk across into the window. Again, this is on the 69th floor, so really, really high up, even higher than the Statue of Liberty. So as you can see right now, getting ready
the second worker, Lori,
to take his first step into that window.
Let's take a moment here. He'll take a step in with his right foot, in through the glass, and in to safety.
Well done, gentlemen.
There you go. Bravo by members of the law enforcement community, the public safety community in New York City, as those 2 workers who had been trapped for nearly 2 hours now back to safety this afternoon.